Hello everyone, I am Loki616 and I am back with some more Scrolls coverage, but I am not going to be playing myself. I'm going to be showing you some high level play. When I say high level I mean 2000 rating, so these guys are well up there. Game was played a couple of days ago now. Why am I picking on this? Why not an even newer one? Why not, necessarily people we've all heard of? Because both halves of this are up on Scrolls Post, so I can actually give you both sides of this match, as long as the replay system doesn't bug out. I am going to be sort of trying to leave the controls alone, so I can't pause it, I can't enable real time. I might be able to turn on slow so that I can actually talk about what the players are doing as opposed to sort of watching it and blurbling at you. But other than that, I can't do a great deal because this is now the third time I've tried to record this, and both other times the game has just bugged spectacularly and hasn't really shown what's been going on, because I watched it through once to make sure it worked and sort of vaguely remembered things that happened, like how the game ended and what the first damage onto an idol was, and yeah, it just didn't happen properly. So what I'm going to have to do is just sort of let it run, and hopefully it won't break on us. If it breaks on us, I will try and just do one side of it. I'll have to delete the other side of the replay, or I will do something completely different and you will never see this. So if you're seeing this, it probably didn't bug, which is a good thing. But yeah, okay then folks, I am going to leave you on that stream while I find the replay itself. Because I don't want you guys to see the magic behind the curtain. And here we go. Now I can show you the game itself. As I say, these are some 2000 odd level players when this game went live. So Voidhead and horsemedic, both just sacking up their first round. We've got energy from Voidhead, order from horsemedic. I'm actually gonna see if I can slow that down a little bit. There we go. Voidhead's managed to sack up to a gun automaton. Wing soldier just been drawn from horsemedic. He did actually throw a wing soldier earlier, which surprised me. Throws the pother there. Wing soldier goes down on the flank because he doesn't have a haste and therefore doesn't know that he can kill this gun automaton. Although of course, if he doesn't get a haste, the gun automaton's got to pull itself well out of position to actually do damage to this wing soldier. Never mind though, because spark. Voidhead manages to get his spark down. Horsemedic sacking the Royal Vanguard there to get himself up to 3, but he's got no free drops. Voidhead, 2 Gravelock. There goes the Bombard, sacking the Bombard up to 4, and yes, okay, this does appear to be working because that should have been the first damage. 2 points. Okay then. Again, Voidhead didn't actually have anything that he could fire off. Horsemedic can play Duke Skirmishers, plays it mid. He does have a speed and he has a focus, so I'd say that's pretty much able to slice through a mid lane that's been set up, if he should choose to. Gravelock Elder goes down, moving the gun automaton into anti-pother position, as it were. Also anti-mangonel position. I've been thinking about this more and more because freaking mangonels. We did have a speed and a focus available, but just playing the next Ducal Skirmisher, it seems. Yep. Oh, that's unfortunate. Voidhead draws into a violent dispersal, meaning that... boom! There we go, yeah. Ducal Skirmisher. The one that was about to fire. So the fact that horsemedic has 2 focuses now means nothing. He had that guy survived, he would have been able to simply run through this entire line with 2 focuses. Unfortunately, no. Kabonk going down. I get the feeling that was searching for possibly a haste or something, but he could have speed double focus to get the kill. but chose not to. I don't really know why. That's what I would have done, but then again, I'm not very good. So clearly there was some thinking. Flip also keeps his Dual Skirmisher theoretically alive. So I can understand that particular choice. Stormrunner is the only card for Voidhead at the moment, so he's going to throw that for Scroll. There it goes, yeah. And he can play both of them, both the Gun Automaton and the Scattergunner. Moves the Gun Automaton that's already in mid up to be near the Gravelock Elder, and plays the other Gun Automaton up there, and then throws the Scattergunner down bottom to make sure that Horsemedic needs to split his focus if he intends to take out the entirety of Voidhead's army. Now then, that's not great for this turn, it has to be said. I'd be throwing for Scrolls. Yeah, throws that for Scrolls. There's a pushback and there's a flip. They're not fantastic either. Flips the second Gun Automaton into the same row as the first. Moves the Dual Skirmisher up. Plays the focus. Takes out both of those Gun Automatons. That has left him a little bit open to counterattack, but it isn't too bad. Clock Library goes away. Now he could play the Ultimate Forge and pay 1 cost to get it reduced cooldown, but I think the Cannon Automaton's probably better as a bit of a blocker. Yep, there it goes. And oh, see, that Imperial Resources is now just taking up space in the hand. Plays a Pofer as a bit of card search. Actually puts the Cannon Automaton into not a bad position for, well, either player really. This turn, if he managed to get a haste out of it, Horsemedic would have been able to probably take out the Gravelock Elder. Well, he would have done at least enough damage to put it at kabonkable levels of damage. But no, Winged Soldier gets played at the top, and the Dual Skirmisher moves up. Now, the Gravelock Elder should be firing this turn. Yes, Gravelock Elder is indeed firing this turn. As is the Scattergunner. Okay, so we've got a Fury, which isn't going to do anything. A Gun Automaton, which I expect to see played as a blocker for the Gravelock Elder. Oh no, the Ultima Forge was played as a blocker. Oh, and the Gun Automaton played just behind it. Good. As long as I'm not completely insane. Okay then, so we've got a Fury still on Voidhead's board. Clear away, there we go. Horsemedic, he's got a pushback. He could use the pushback. He sacked for resources there, trying to get to the Imperial resources, I think. Don't think that's going to save him, though. Pushback on the Ultima Forge, which can obviously be replayed now. Throwing away the potion for more scrolls. There's another Fury. Could play that. Get lots of damage. Yep. Scattergunner go down first to increase the effectiveness of the Fury. Yeah, there we go. And the Gravelock Elder is going to take out that Dual Skirmisher, the only remaining piece on the board for Horsemedic. And now we see Horsemedic's down 1 idle already. He's got a haste, but he's got nothing to play the haste on. He could sack up to, he's sacked the haste up to 7. He's going to play the Imperial Resources this turn. Right, and he's got 2 new orders. That's not super good. Oh, I see the burn go. Oh no, the Ultima Forge goes. Oh, that's GG right there. Yep, those 3 move into the same lane. Fury gets played. Iron Whip gets played on the Cannon Automaton, so the Cannon Automaton does extra damage. Yep, 6, 10, GG. Voidhead wins. Okay, I did not realise that the particle effect from the Gravelock Elder is actually, I think it's a ham bone. I could be wrong. Anyway, as you can see, it was 2000 levels when this game was played, so pretty good. Horsemedic, I don't know. There were things I would have done differently that I suppose, given how I know the game turns out, might have ended up doing better for him, but this guy clearly knows his stuff, so I can't really say he should have done it my way, because the guy's played a lot more games than I have. So there must have been some method in his madness. I just can't see it. So if you guys can, please leave a comment. I'd love to know how these pro level players think. I am hoping to turn this into a bit more of a series. There are a couple of other things I'd like you guys to answer in the comments below if you can. That is, first off, do you like this idea? Casting other people's games, trying to learn from, you know, the guys who are really up there, really know what they're doing. That is something that I'd like to hear from you guys about. Do you really think that that's something you'd like? Because I would quite like to do more of this. Also, do you think this format works with the seeing both hands? As I say, I would prefer really to have it so that we saw neither of the hands and just knew how many cards and how many resources they had, and then the plays would be a little bit more suspenseful, possibly. I think would be a way of doing it. But of course, that's how Magic does it. But in Magic, generally all the cards in your hand get seen, so the choices you have made can be worked out from that. Whereas in Scrolls, we sacrifice half of our cards. Yeah, okay, that's not perfect maths, but we sacrifice a lot of our cards. So you never see what of those are sacrificed unless you're looking at the hand directly. So would you prefer to see none of the hands or both of the hands? I may also have to do a couple where we only see one, because not everyone's using Scrolls post replay system, which I think is a really good system apart from its slight buggy nature if you don't let it just run. If you try and do anything to it, nope, it's not having it. Nope, doesn't seem to want to do it. But I quite like this system. The fact that there's no complex thing in some language that I can't write. Mostly Python, I think, is the way it's being done at the moment. To meld the replays together. What else was the other question that I wanted to ask you guys? There was another question. I'll think about it. Yeah, I will be playing myself. I will be showing some more of me playing after Decay comes out. And seeing as that's only on Monday, you won't have to wait too long, because I want to mess around and see what we can learn. So I think that would be quite cool. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it here because I've realised I am now rambling. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one, folks.